Hi, my name is Becky. I'm a Christian and I have ADHD and bipolar type 2. And it's been a really long while since I've made a video. I took a break for the summer and now it's winter. I wanted to make a short video just to get back into the swing of things because I want to keep making videos and I don't want to wait till the crazy season is over and then next month things will settle down, but then it's just another kind of form of crazy. Change happens, that's just life, right? So this morning I was reading in Romans 8. I'm trying to learn more about God's love and God's love for me because that's something that I need to correct my thinking on. And as I was reading through it, it reminded me of why I made this channel. Romans 8, 5-9 says, "For those who live according to the flesh set their minds on the things of the flesh, but those who live according to the Spirit set their minds on the things of the Spirit. For to set the mind on the flesh is death, but to set the mind on the Spirit is life and peace. For the mind that is set on the flesh is hostile to God, for it does not submit to God's law. Indeed, it cannot. Those who are in the flesh cannot please God. You, however, are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit, if in fact the Spirit of God dwells in you. Anyone who does not have the Spirit of Christ does not belong to him." So, being a Christian with ADHD, my mind is set on things that the average person with ADHD, they're going to have a different focus, a different goal. So even though so many helpful videos are not Christian and they have helped me, they help me in just things like remembering to pick up my kids, having a tidier house, things that do matter, but that's not what my life revolves around. Like the why of respecting other people's time, the why and the how that I want to be patient with my kids and love them, that all revolves around Christ. I want to please him, I want to honor him, I want to do the things that he's asked me to do. And right now, the focus, what my mind is set on now is understanding God's love for me and receiving it and then letting that flow out. And having ADHD, it affects that. Being able to sit in God's presence and just be still before him, asking him to pour love into me, fill me, and flow through me. It's very difficult to stay in that mode. And I just feel like I gotta apologize. Oh God, I'm sorry, I got distracted again. But I just feel his comfort and just be like, it's okay, I know you. His patience and his kindness is so good. So when I found out that I had ADHD about 1.5 years ago, I found out through some random video on YouTube. I just found more videos on YouTube and it was just so helpful and it helped me understand my whole life, my struggles, why I felt different. And eventually I thought, you know what? This is helpful, but it's not really speaking to the core of my life. And so I went looking for Christian content and I was really disappointed. There wasn't a whole lot at the time. This was in October of 2021. And about half the stuff that I found was really discouraging. It did not encourage me at all. It just made me feel worse, made me feel like a disease. There are some good channels out there and I want to put some links to those channels. And if you find some, please put them in the comments. I want this stuff to be available for anybody who's looking for it. And of course, always use discernment. There's no one person out there who's always right. There's always going to be something that's off. So just listen to the Holy Spirit inside you. He'll help you. He'll guide you. And if he throws up any red flags, then just throw it out. And if you feel him inside you saying, yes, that is so true, that is so right, then cling to that. You cling to what's good and you discard the stuff that's not. You don't want to let that stuff taking root. And then look for the truth on your own, because the path the Holy Spirit has you on is going to be different than mine or the other person. He will help you through other people, but what he has for you is going to be unique. So you're going to want to follow him on your own step by step, and he'll guide you to the path that he has you on, and it's leading somewhere good and it's going to fit the way that he made you. So as I understand how God made me and I understand who God is, I can love him better, I can love myself better, and I can love my neighbor better. So understanding how my brain works, what my desires are, what really gets me excited, and recognizing the gifts that he's given me. And it can be really hard for us to recognize the good things about us, so maybe asking other people. I think other people are going to be a lot more generous to us than we are. Like, I like to paint and I like art, and I look at my paintings and I'll be like, meh, C plus maybe. But other people will be like, oh wow, that's really good. And recognizing like my areas of influence, and also my stories, the things I've been through, the things that I've learned, things that God has brought me through. And these are all things that I have, and what I do with these things and why and how, it all revolves around Christ. And because ADHD gives me a unique perspective, I know that what God is calling me to and asking me to do and say, and it's going to look different than the average Christian. So I can't be looking around me to that Christian and that Christian for confirmation of like, do I fit in? Am I normal? Am I doing it right? And obviously feedback is helpful, but I'm not supposed to be conforming to the church. I'm supposed to be conforming to the image of Christ. And he did not fit. So I encourage you to set your mind on Christ. And he's so patient and he's so good. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Just keep going back. Just keep getting up. Keep going after him. And he's so much more gracious to me than I am with myself. I keep thinking I need to stay away. I'm too ashamed to go back because, it's been a week since I read my Bible. It's been days since I even prayed. Like, how can I just waltz in and be like, hey, God, everything's fine? Just go in humility. God, I'm sorry, I want to do better. And he's so good. He's so gracious. He never just smacks me and rubs my nose in it, like he's so forgiving. He's so kind. Just keep going back. He's a good father and he loves us. I hope this was an encouragement to you, and I hope you have a great day.